Welcome to your practice. Today we'll start in a seat and find a mudra here by bringing the tip of the thumb to the index finger, resting the palms in the lap, relaxing the shoulders down, drawing your awareness to the base of the spine, just beneath the tailbone, drawing the awareness up the spine to the heart center, to the throat, to the very top of the head, and then drawing the awareness downwards from the crown to the throat, to the heart space, to the very base of the spine. And from here, we'll stack our left shin on top of our right shin the best you can. They don't need to be exactly on top of one another. And taking a couple of breaths here, feeling into this shape. And then we'll start to bring our palms out in front of us, or maybe even coming down onto the forearms. And then starting to relax the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Taking a couple of deep breaths into your seated forward fold. And then crawling the hands towards you to come back up. Releasing that right leg long, keeping that left leg bent. Landing that left sole of the foot just in front of the knee or the thigh. We'll take that mudra again on the left hand, resting the elbow on the top of the left hand thigh. Relaxing the shoulders, gazing forwards, taking a couple of deep breaths here. Releasing the left hand just underneath the left shoulder, right hand under the right shoulder, and then bringing the left leg long, stacked on top of the right leg. Pressing through the palms for a nice tall spine. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting the chest, deep breaths. Try to remain active in the legs by pressing through the heels. And then from here, we'll come down onto our right forearm. We'll bend through that left knee, making a right angle here. And then option to bend that right knee, taking the right foot to the left hand. Nice deep breaths here. Releasing the foot from the hand. Now releasing the whole upper back onto the earth, arms out wide into a T shape, gazing at the sky, or maybe gazing over the shoulder, the right hand shoulder. Nice deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, let's take that right arm up overhead, meeting the left hand on the earth, and then trailing the fingers across the front of the body, opening up into that twist. Moving with the breath, inhaling, hand meets the other hand, trailing the hand as you exhale to come back into that twist. A few more rounds with your own breath, following the hand with the head. And then we'll meet with the hands stacked. Straightening through both the legs and starting to bend that top leg so that the sole of the foot lands between the knee and the ankle, or the knee and the hip. Coming into our side lying tree. And again with that right hand, taking that mudra, fingertip to thumb, raising it to the sky, nice deep breaths. And then we'll start to release that leg long, release the arm down onto the side of the body. Mindfully rolling over onto your front, stacking the palms and resting the forehead on top of the palms. Nice deep breaths. Two more deep breaths. And then we'll bring our palms to frame the side of the body, pressing up through the palms, straightening through the arms, lifting the chest, gazing forwards. Bhujangasana. You're more than welcome to take a baby cobra instead. Gazing forwards, deep breaths. Then pressing through the palms, pressing the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. And then starting to slide the chest forwards, butt to the sky, lifting the chest, coming back into that Bhujangasana. And then pressing back to your child. You might like to move with the breath, inhaling forwards into Bhujangasana, and exhaling to your child's. This time staying here in child's, slowing down the breath. From here, we'll start to lift the head, crawl the hands towards you, coming up into a seat. And then we'll bring ourselves over onto the other side. So this time the right shin stacks on top of the left shin as best you can. Taking a breath or two here, noticing how this shape feels. Perhaps it feels a little different on this side. And then we'll start to bring the palms out in front of the body, maybe the forearms. When you feel ready, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders into that forward fold. Deep breaths. And this time, lengthening through that bottom leg, bending through the top leg, sole of the foot to the earth, bringing that hand into that mudra and resting the elbow on the thigh. Gazing forwards, nice deep breaths. Make sure you're relaxed through the shoulders and not hunching. Nice and light in that palm on the earth. And then we'll place both palms to the earth so that they're underneath our shoulders and bring both legs long, pressing through the heels. Nice and tall through the spine, nice and active through the legs. Deep breaths as you gaze forwards. From here, coming down onto that forearm, bending the top knee into that right angle. And maybe bending that bottom knee, taking the foot in the hand, drawing the foot towards the lower back, tailbone. Deep breaths. From here, releasing the foot, stacking the legs on top of each other, coming all the way down onto our side. From here, bending that top knee, coming into that right angle, landing the upper body onto the mat, arms out wide into a T shape, coming into your twist, gazing at the sky or over the shoulder. Couple of deep breaths here. And then as you inhale, start to bring that hand to meet the other hand, closing the chest and then trailing the fingers across the chest, opening up again. Inhale, hand meets hand. Exhale, trailing the fingers, opening up. Couple more. And then we'll start to bring that bent leg back on top of the other leg, bending through that knee again, this time towards the sky, landing the foot between the ankle and the knee or the knee and the hip, drawing the hand up to the sky in a mudra, coming into our side lying tree. Nice deep breaths, engaging the core. And once more, let's roll onto the front of the body, stacking the hands, creating a pillow, resting the head. Staying here as long as you need. Really slowing the breath. Maybe even making those exhales a little slower than the inhales.